Whoa.
Razor? We did good, Mono.
We did. That's the last sample.
It's gonna take some time to analyze this core.
Well, pick up the pace. We gotta hit them while they're down.
We will, Rancor. We just need to figure out where these primes are coming from first.
It is ready. Arco. He stays until the cycle completes.
Here's what we know. The Prime is of Warden design. Its main purpose is to gather Electrum, which can be refined into Nova. And Nova can activate more Primes.
But Grax can't turn Electrum into Nova. Can he?
St. Gran can. He learned how to make Nova by studying Judge. But now...
No.
Look, the cycle completes.
A shame it is only enough for one.
One will be enough. His crew continues to resist. But they will be swept away by the Dreadnought.
What is he doing? Boom! What's this?
We've got to get St. Gran back now, before Grax is able to cover Atlas and extractors. Razor, you and I will take point.
Finally!
We are few in numbers, but armies smaller than ours have defeated...
You guys. An army. Look, it's like Hunter said. Grax is just gonna keep getting stronger and stronger. I'm looking out for myself.
Hey.
You guys should too.
Shade, you're right.
Asen?
We should split up.
Dude, that's intense.
There aren't enough of us. The Legion is growing. We need to keep growing. We spread out, find help from every planet in Atlas.
If we split up, we'll get picked off one by one.
Not while we have Starlink. We can combine our strengths from everywhere in Atlas.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
The Wardens saved us. They gave us a path to the stars, brought us out of a life of darkness. Now, what are we? Lost. I have found the key. We will redeem those unworthy. I send you forth in the Dreadnought. As the Wardens will. Sacrifice the worlds of Atlas to the harvest of Electrum.
What have I done?
We still don't know where the primes are coming from, but using the core's data, we can now see where they ended up.
Good, because it looks like 2 more primes just landed.
To follow their progress, I've added an alliance tracker to each planet. It will tell us how Legion-infested each planet has become, and how many allies we've made to push them back.
So, what's it mean when one of the prime icons just, like, flips out? Because the one on the bottom's going crazy sauce.
You're right. The prime alert on Vilas, it's gone.
Let's get some light. Just need to find a generator.
What happened? Is the prime gone or what?
We should take a look. Maybe someone's out there.
Your call. Just remember to check your star map. Our army needs to grow faster than the Legion, and the Alliance trackers are best way of keeping up to date.
Okay, so we're back on the first planet. Some cutscenes and stuff happened. We'll come back to them in a bit. But I want to actually get, especially while we wait for people to file in tonight, I kind of wanted to look around and get some of the little side objectives done. Let's see. So before I hit the recording button, we're discussing what game I'd play after this, and I've got a whole slew of games to switch between, and it's always really hard for me to figure out what my general schedule is, because there's a billion games I want to play, a billion games people want me to play. What's going on over here?
Help! I'm under fire!
Okay. Are you safe? Nope, there's one more.
Thank you, friend. I would have been fauna fertilizer without your help.
Don't kill the researcher. I'm not actually sure if we get a benefit for doing those, but that's fine. But yeah, so one of the games on the docket is Dead Space.
What's up?
Switching between this and Dead
Fox.
Space would be kind of
Me
weird.
and my boys are teamed up with Starlink, and we're here to beat the Legion.
When the very first expeditionaries landed...
Meh.
I'll get that for you.
Oh, good. I'll send you to one of the old sites. Hopefully, we'll find something intact there.
So I've been doing a number of these off camera. I wouldn't say I completed the world we were on yesterday, but I got a lot of the prospectors done.
Dislodging the databank from its power unit will be delicate work. Be careful.
So unfortunately, they're very repetitive, and they're kind of the same thing over and over and over again, as you do with any kind of Ubisoft open world sandbox kind of situation, which is unfortunate, but oh well. It's Zen, regardless. But yeah, so discussing going from this to Dead Space. I mean, it's still space, star, but yeah, the shift in tone, and even to a lesser degree gameplay, is awkward.
There you are.
Oh.
Ah, that's an old databank, all right. Bring it back, please. In one piece.
But yeah, the main reason why I don't want to play Dead Space tonight is I hurt my hand a little bit, and trying to use a controller to shoot would suck.
Have you got it?
Because, like, with this game, you have very heavy auto-aim. With Dead Space, you don't have any auto-aim, and that sounds like it would be torturous. Probably.
Okay, I'm decrypting it now. This is amazing! This unit is chock full of archival data. It'll take me months to collate it all. Thank you so much for this.
Hey, it's what I do.
Okay, so we also want to do deliver items.
Starlink database updated.
Oh, Starlink. Always a pleasure.
So yeah, now we have that meter on the right. I don't really know what that meter is going to do. If it matters too much. It looks like it just kind of tabulates how many people you've grabbed. I don't know what the +1s mean. You know what? Let's zoom out. Let's look at a planet that I have completed. This one's at 100%. I have no idea what the +1s mean. I'm still missing a number of the spires, but yeah, I've been going out of my way to grab all of the observatories and as many of the mining things as I possibly can. So reduced outpost cost in Atlas. I don't know. Let's see. So is this game worth picking up, or does it already start feeling too repetitive? It really depends on what you're doing. So if you're trying to hundo the game, it's going to feel pretty repetitive. So there's another boss right there. Let's not do that.
Our expedition allies have delivered a shipment of enhancements.
So it feels mildly repetitive just if you are like, I have to get every single prospector on a planet. If you're okay with not hundoing everything, It's actually not so bad. At least in my experience. Speaking of, let's go loadout for a second. Do I have some skill points to spend? I have 4. I don't even know where these all came from. But let's get this. So the reason why I wanted to get this is never give up. Inspires his friends to stay motivated. Improving passive pilot ability charge for all pilots. So that should make the, I believe that makes the usable skill charge faster. Especially in conjunction with stuff like mix and match. So the other reason why I'm not going to be playing as any other characters, at least for a little while, is once you master a gun in this game, it actually masters it for every single other player. Every single other character in your lineup. So if I, for example, master, if I master the Arwing, everybody masters the Arwing, and everybody gets the skill point. Same thing with the Volcano, the Frost Barrage. So if I can, finish these guns, that's gonna make my life a lot easier. I like that. I want to see that in more games. Kind of like little convenient things that cut down on the grind. Even if, you really shouldn't have that much grind in the first place. Let's see. But yeah, so is this game worth picking up? I like it a lot. It doesn't necessarily mean it's, like, the most amazing game ever. But as far as, like, open world, RPGs, this one's not bad. Keep merging these together. I like the mod merging thing. It's better than having a bunch of trash tier mods that you don't have any use for. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. I do wish it would stop telling me about new mods that I've already seen before. It really should only ever tell you about mods that you have seen before. So extra electrum from ships and Legion destroyed with this weapon equipped. That's interesting. Let's grab it. A little bit of money. And I could do more cold damage with this. 5 more damage versus money for stuff. Let's go for money. Either that or EXP. Go EXP. I was thinking about getting this or Hyrule Warriors for a trip coming up. Depends on how long your trip is. Both games are a little bit on the grindy side. I would say Hyrule Warriors might be a little bit better. You could probably get Hyrule Warriors cheaper at this point. That is one thing I could say, like, distinctly. You don't have to get the physical media for this game, so that shouldn't, like, work against you at all. I don't know. I guess I'm partly a little bit burnt out on the Muso series, because they keep making worse and worse ones. And I'm a little bit disappointed in them. I think they put out, like, one of the... like a new entry to the Warriors Orochi series, I want to say. And it was like hot garbage the other day.
This spire appears to contain rods encrusted in electrum. Perhaps it was used to enhance Karit's natural electrum production.
And like, I don't know, I love the idea of, Dragon Quest Heroes, Hyrule Warriors and stuff. But there's a little bit of that like background, oh, it's telling me to go to Violus. We've already done that. Okay. Let's come over here, let's do this one. I've got a whole shipment of resources to drop off. Let's see, is this game co-op? Yes, it can be co-oped. It's got split screen co-op, and all you have to do is just have a second controller connected, and then just you can join.
What do you want, stranger?
Hey, I'm Fox. Me and my crew are here to help you kick some Legion tail.
One of my miners got into a scrap with some Legion. Can you lend them a hand?
You're in good hands now.
Thanks. Here's where they last checked in. Don't make me have to call their parents now.
Okay, where's this guy? Oh, it's an imp. Hello! God, I love homing missiles.
Help! Help! Anyone! That ought to do it. Thanks for coming by, pal. I owe you one.
You got it.
Hey there. What do you need?
Okay, so... You know those, like, weird collectible things I was picking up last time? Well, I can hold 20 of them now. So I've been collecting them. I played a lot of this off-camera while rendering last night.
After this upgrade. Hey, got some extra salvage? We'll take it. Come on by.
Because I figured most people probably aren't going to be that interested in watching me, you know, do the really repetitive tasks, like upgrading every single one of these.
Slack job workers left it.
I'm on it.
Thanks. I'll send its location now. Go ahead and grab it, and I'll show you where it's supposed to go.
There you are.
Because, like, I like the idea of all these, like, little repetitive tasks, and they're little they're good little goals and diversions from the main game, for sure. Or, like, the main story. And to some lesser degree, they're kind of necessary if you want to, like, really have peak mods. But I don't think you really need them. Honestly, you could almost get through this game with minimal modding and so on and so forth. Let's see, so if I leveled up any of the other pilots yet? Nope, haven't yet. So part of the reason why I don't want to level up any of the pilots yet is once I max out the guns with Fox, that he's, you know, currently has access to, or I'm currently using, all of the other characters get that maxed out as well. And that actually levels up the pilots, because there's no like pilot EXP bar. The only EXP bar there is your mastery with the weapons. And so yeah, if a character masters a weapon, everybody does, and everybody levels up. And so I'm...
Perfect. Drop it near the vein, and the tower will deploy itself. Looking good. Electrum extraction is underway. And hey, you ever feel like planting one of these on your own, feel free. We got plenty to spare.
No problem.
Let's see. And so I'm hoping that I can master the Volcano, the Frost Barrage, and maybe the Nullifier? Maybe not the Nullifier, I'm not entirely sure. Before I mess around with any of the other characters. I probably will, just because. But I might switch around the ship? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to be sticking with Fox until we start mastering weapons. Then I'll switch and try out some of the weapons that I don't use. So is it the whole Star Fox crew or just Fox? Bit of a mix. So you will run into the whole Star Fox crew. They're in the cutscenes and they will talk occasionally, but you only play as Fox. It'd be cool if you could actually play as each member of, you know, Team Star Fox. But I'll live. I just hope they see this. Nintendo sees the success of this game. Hopefully, this game is mildly successful enough for Nintendo to be like, "Oh, hey, we should actually hire them to make a good Star Fox game." Because, like, these visuals, these mechanics work great. The only thing this game lacks is a
How's it going? Name's Fox, and I'm with the good guys.
I really wish I could skip these.
Back Atlas from those Legion punks.
I can barely breathe.
I'll get that for you.
Great. We need it if we want to keep Electrum production moving smoothly.
Let's see. But yeah, it would be nice if Nintendo said, like, "Oh, hey, they did a great job with this, you know. Let's actually hire them to make a proper Star Fox game, because we need new, better Star Fox games, 100%. Because straight up, the only thing that this game lacks, really, is the structured missions. Because so far, everything just kind of takes place in the open world. I don't mind it too much, but, like, the lack of variety kind of gets to me a little bit. And it'd be neat to have some more, like, very specific level sets for things. I couldn't entirely know how to describe it apart from, like, Star Fox had some really cool environments that you flew through. And I would love to see, you know, a return to that sort of thing, especially with a game like this. Let's see, holy moly, you did a lot of grinding off camera. I did and I didn't, so all I've done is, collected a bunch of the, miners. So where is you? Unless you're up high. Could be up high. There it is.
That's what I'm after.
Looking good. Hold it back now.
Blasto. But yeah, normally I try and avoid grinding off camera in the middle of, like, in the middle of a series that I'm recording solo. But I'm fairly certain you guys probably... Oh, I'm still on fire.
In the early days, prospectors had trouble sourcing water. Had to go to planets like Tundria for that.
Let's see.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect to see you again. Did you get it?
Deliver item. Okay, and then let's just... Nope, never mind. There's just a lot going on here. But the problem is, it's like kind of the same thing over and over and over again, which is why I don't want to do it too much. Not in too much concentration, so I'd almost rather do that off camera.
Yeah, welcome back.
Okay.
Make it snappy, would you? Okay, finishing the upgrades. I can see a way to provide even more Electrum, with a little help from you, of course. Hey, got some extra salvage? We'll take it. Come on by.
Because, yeah, I figure I can handle a lot of the, like, random side quest stuff that's super repetitive and uninteresting.
We perfected this refinery. We're at peak Electrum outputs.
And I don't think it's going to, I don't think anybody's going to be too mad about the fact that they're missing out on me upgrading every single one of these refineries that I go by. I hope. Because I do want to upgrade every single one of them. Let's get that prison while we're here. I'll try and do a lot of the, like, combat challenges and stuff, you know, kind of the slightly more unique zones. So this base we're coming up on here. That's something I'm...
Imp swarm detected.
Ugh, they're a real problem. We should clear them out.
Let's see.
Imp hive detected.
We might as well summon a friend. I don't get to do it that much, and this is an easy planet.
Keep it up. They can't take much more.
Starlink database updated. Imp swarm neutralized. Target eradicated.
I was trying to find the full version of this song from this album, and it's not the soundtrack. I'm really disappointed, actually. Because I really like that rendition of the Star Fox theme. It's good. But yeah, these little facilities I'm going to try and record. Because they actually tend to be more... They tend to be relatively original. There's still a lot of repetition. I definitely recognize some of the... I definitely recognize some of them.
Artifacts of the Electrum Rush era like this one are prized by prospector settlers.
Nice try.
Leave me alone. Okay, is that all of them? I guess part of it is it's also hard for me to decide.
Launching
hello.
data decryption.
It's also hard for me to figure out exactly what is repetitive and boring, and what is like unique content. So we'll see like how I can fit it in as we go along. But considering there's like what, 7-9 planets worth of of outposts and stuff, I don't think people are missing out by me grinding through a couple of them on my own. Even though the like core gameplay loop for this game is so satisfying. Like just flying around and shooting stuff. I'm actually really disappointed they didn't have more guns in this game. Like I think what they should have done was had you know, about 20 guns in the game to begin with. You know, no shitty cash grab DLCs. And then maybe about 10 more that you can buy for cash that are maybe a little bit more on the gimmicky or like wild side. Like I don't know how many of you guys saw my EDF series, but EDF had some like really stupid guns. And I would love to see, like, you know, I would pay a couple bucks here and there for a gun that fires once every, like, 30 seconds and wipes out, like, a small area. You know, something very clearly overpowered and ridiculous, and also kind of useless outside of very specific situations.
Hack successful. Access granted.
Let's see. So do you actually build ships like they claim, or just weapons?
Once Karit started booming, crime crept in. The authorities started sending the crooks to Ashar. Just a few seconds spent on that planet is punishment enough.
So the way shipbuilding works in this game is you have a set number of parts. Effectively, you have 6 ship cores, 6 pairs of ship wings, and you can mix and match. It's not like you're building your ship like Empyrean or space engineers, for example.
Got some salvage there, do ya? Bring it over. Let's see what it's worth. Yeah? Look, I'm real busy. What can I do for you? Hey, this looks like an old Frontier piece. This is good salvage, pal. Thank you.
There we go. So, we can switch some parts out for a second. Let's, I spent all of yesterday as an Arwing. Let's be slightly less Arwing-y. Okay, so that's some speed. Handling energy. Let's see, a little bit of defense might not be a bad idea. So yeah, it's just kind of mixing and matching parts. They don't exactly match, but they at least fit together. Let's see, so I can make some really stupid mismatch ship. Oh yeah, here. Let's make something stupid today. Let's remove this. Let's see. Oops. We want to link a wing. If anything else that I can kind of extendo further, where the gun isn't at an odd angle. Yes. Look at this side heavy monstrosity. So yes, if you wanted to make the world's dumbest, least functional ship, you could absolutely. And I don't know, it works. I like it a lot. I think the only thing that I'm like really bothered by is like, I don't mind being nickel and dime to some degree for some of these parts, but that's me having a disposable income. The only thing I'm disappointed about is the lack of variety within that. Like, if you're gonna charge people for all of the items in the game, like that's a little shitty. What they should have done really was had like, you know, packs. Like every once in a while they'd have like a new digital pack.
Can I get some help here?
That just comes out with like a bunch of new ship parts and guns and stuff to make the game more interesting.
Oh, that was close. Much obliged, pal. I would have been toast without you.
Oh, that was easy.
We're busy here. Don't have time for strangers.
What's up? I'm Fox. Me and my boys are teamed up with Starlink, and we're here to beat the Legion.
Oh, we don't know. Oh, we defended a unit.
Things are okay.
I'll get that for you.
Great, thanks. This'll step our efficiency up a notch for sure.
Looks like a B-wing. Okay. It looks too much like a real ship. Let's fix that. Alright, so now let's make an even worse ship. Okay, there's one. Now that curves in. There we go. There we go. Oh! This is a ship. Clearly. Grab an explosive canister. So yeah, really I just kind of wish that they had more parts and less of this. What's all this? Oh, these are ice bits. Holy crap, how much of this place did I blow up in one shot? A goofy amount of it, that's what. Let's see. Because, yeah, I would love it if they had, like, 20, 30-something ships to roll from. I think the main problem is they're playing it safe financially. And, honestly, what they should have done...
I see the salvage.
I think what they should have done...
That's what I'm after.
Good work.
Is, like...
Bring it back in one piece.
So, they were trying to keep themselves constrained, so, you know, they'd only have so many things in the game. Wow, that was quick. They'd only have so many things in the game so they could make toys of it all. And I think what they actually should have done was had the toys be, like, advanced versions of pre-existing ships that you could unlock in the game. You know, kind of an early unlock system. So if you wanted to get the, like, really fancy Arwing, you could. Or you could just earn it by playing the game. You know, kind of like how DLC sometimes just lets you skip ahead. And that way, like, buying the toy does give you a tangible benefit early on.
We just got a big electrum haul from our prospector pals.
Without, like, actively holding back the gameplay too much. Because, yeah, I want more ship parts. I want to make some, like, goofy ships. Let's see, is the stream chugging for anybody else? I haven't noticed any drop frames. Let me know if it's a serious problem. I'm not sure what I can do about it. Oh my god. I can't jump with this thing. Oh, that's a hilarious thing.
There's still plenty of electrum left on Kareet, but people make the place. And people just ain't the same anymore.
I'm gonna try and pay attention to it on my screen. Yeah, probably a Twitch issue. Yeah, I hope so. How are these things I've grabbed before? Kilobytes? I don't think so.
Easy now. That part's no good to me broken.
I can just leave that on the ground for a second.
These shells have been reported to move all by themselves. Probably the bacteria that gathers inside them. But who knows?
Grab the radium cell. Grab the everything else. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, do not do tricks with a ship like this. Ho-ho-ho! This ship is not designed for tricks. Or jumping. Or like a whole heck of a lot of anything, honestly.
So consider us friends.
Team up with us, so Atlas can be free again.
Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a whole lot of chug on my end, so I can't really say if it's a issue. But that's okay. Hey, another anchor. I'm gonna keep just knocking out some of these basic like open world things for a little while yet. I might have to switch the ship back so it's not this like horrid monstrosity. Should make the most circular ship ever. Yeah, I could do that. Oh. We want to do change loadout. There we go. I think I'm gonna have to remove that one. Okay, so start with that. Then go Arwing. Then go that, I think. I love the fact that I can do this. Okay, maybe less circular, a little bit more rectangular.
Nice try.
Oh, these are actually level 8 enemies. I didn't realize, I didn't realize that we'd actually have a couple of different, or I guess this level of enemy variety. I guess I never really explored. This is the initial world that you land on, and I, like, pretty much left it as soon as I finished that first extractor. Thinking, like, not as important. Sweet music.
Got a jet.
Bye, Falco. By the way, there is a level up perk that I can get after this that increases the duration of how long they're around to 2 to 3 times. I think I mentioned that last time. Like late last night before we stopped, but I'm not entirely sure. But it bears restating just for the sake of it. Okay, so this thing is actually problematically large for being in these like inner facilities.
When I was just a sapling, my folks took me to a theater in Kareet's biggest town. I went back recently, but there ain't a single trace of that place anymore. Legion made sure of that.
Okay. That it? There we go. Old cash. And imps.
The enemy is resistant to heat weaponry.
And they're dead.
That's the right weapon for the job. Keep firing.
It would be kind of nice if they actually had, like, almost personalized tutorials. For, like, yeah, I understand how elemental type weaknesses work in these games. Please don't tell me repeatedly. It's like, you should try using fire weapons on ice enemies. It's like, yes, I get it. I played a ton of Pokemon. I know what I'm doing. Okay. So I was heading this direction. There we go. This is one thick ship. I mean, I could make it thicker. If I really wanted to.
Bogey down.
It'd be kind of neat if there's some more, like, atmospheric dogfights and stuff in this game. You know, like, big battlegrounds and stuff. Because the only, like, true dogfights I've really felt, really experienced in this game so far have been, like, right as you start the game. Oh, come on. Yeah, right as you start the game and, like, whenever we fight the pirates, which... Oh, we should go fight some pirates. Those are hella lucrative.
With the magnetic fields this spire is generating, it must have had something to do with maintaining the vast oceans that once covered Karit.
It'd be neat if there was a water planet in this game, but I guess you can't really go underwater.